Army eliminates many terrorists, destroying their vehicles and hideouts in Dar al-Balad, Damascus, Hama, Idlib, and al-Hasaka countryside. Iraqi Army maintains control on most of Al-Anbar and liberates Bu Hadid area east of Al-Ramadi. Under the title The Role of Scholars in Drying Up the Root of Extremism and Takfirism, the 11th Muslim Clergymen Scholars Forum opens in Damascus. Good afternoon and welcome to our news bulletin. President Bashar al-Assad issued legislative decree number 2 for the year 2015, stipulating establishing a university in the city of Tartous. The Syrian Arab Army defused 5 explosive devices planted by terrorists near Tel Ghazal area in Qamishli countryside. Each explosive device weighed 50 kilograms of TNT. Meanwhile, Syrian Arab Army units repelled an infiltration attempt by ISIS, who tried to sneak into Tel Ahmadi in Qamishli countryside, killing many terrorists, including non-Syrians. Syrian Arab Army units also pounded gatherings of ISIS in the vicinity of Deir ez-Zor airport, killing many terrorists and injuring others. In Hama countryside, Syrian Arab Army units killed many terrorists in Akribat, Al-Zakat, and other villages. In Homs countryside, Syrian Arab Army killed many terrorists and injured others in Al-Tafha and around Al-Sha'ir oil fields. In Idlib countryside, Syrian Arab Army destroyed many of the terrorist vehicles, some of which were equipped with heavy machine guns and communication devices, killing many of them around the villages of Kin Safra and Kifr Lata. In Dar al-Balad, units of the Syrian Arab Army eliminated a large number of terrorists and destroyed 3 of their mortar shell launchers and another hellgun pad near Al-Abbasiyah graveyard. In Iraq, the army and security forces maintained full control on most areas in Al-Anbar, west of the country. Spokesman of Iraqi anti-terrorism unit said that ISIS has lost control over most of the vital areas that serve as supply routes for the Iraqi army in Anbar. The spokesman added that the Iraqi security forces dealt heavy blows to ISIS terrorists in the area, forcing them to disperse, pointing out that only few pockets of the terrorists remained and they will be eliminated very soon. For his part, a security source in Anbar said that Iraqi armed forces have liberated the area of Bu Hadid, east of Ramadi. Meanwhile, in Salah ad-Din, Iraqi army killed 26 ISIS terrorists in BG district, burning out 3 of their vehicles and destroying a rocket launching pad. In the Yala, police chief said that elements of an armed cell affiliated to ISIS were arrested south of Ba'quba, pointing out that the terrorist cell was behind the kidnapping and killing of the governorate's commissioner. The land force in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard arrested members of a terrorist group in Sirpaz area in Sistan Governorate, southeast of Iran. In a statement, the land force in Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that in a successful operation based on accurate data, their unit, in cooperation with the military and police forces, were able to dismantle a terrorist cell southeast of the country. The arrested terrorists had carried out several attacks southeast of the country, killing and injuring many people. 2 Saudi policemen have been killed and a 3rd was injured in a suicide attack that targeted a patrol of the Saudi border guards in Arar area north of Saudi Arabia. Security sources have indicated that terrorists have attacked the patrol in Swift Center in Arar area, adding that the terrorists have been besieged after killing one of them, and that another one has detonated his explosive belt, killing himself and 2 policemen. A wide-scale security campaign in Sinai targeted the areas to the west of Sheikh Zayed and Rafah, arresting 8 suspects and destroying several terrorist dens that were used by the terrorists as bases to carry out terrorist attacks against the army and police forces. A number of terrorist hideouts were burned and destroyed, and an explosive device was dismantled in al-Shalaq in Sheikh Zayed area. In the same context, a Syrian student was shot by unknown armed men in Al-Arish to the north of Sinai, as a corpse of an unknown person was found in the surroundings of the police station in Sheikh Zayed. In another context, a sound bomb exploded in the surroundings of a bridge in Damanhur in Al-Buhaira governorate with no human casualties. The police arrested 2 suspects who are believed to be the ones that detonated the sound bomb. In occupied Palestine, a group of settlers broke into Al-Aqsa Mosque yards from Maghreba Gate amid intensive support by the occupation forces. On their part, students of Al-Quds Jerusalem schools and youth stationed in Al-Aqsa Mosque expressed their rejection and great anger over the Israeli violations against the mosque, as tension prevails in Al-Aqsa Mosque yards. In Khan Yunis, the occupation forces shot their machine gun fire towards the agricultural land south of Gaza Strip, causing damage to the crops, but no human casualties were reported. Tunisian Speaker Mr. Mohamed al-Nasser has said that Tunisian Parliament has nominated Mr. Al-Habib al-Sid for the post of Prime Minister. Al-Sid's nomination came after consultation among members of Nida Tunis Party and some other political parties. It is to be noted that President of Nida Tunis Party, Mr. Al-Baji Qaid al-Sibsi, has been elected as President of Tunisia in the elections that were held in Damascus. Welcome back. With the wide participation of the clergymen, scholars, preachers and imams of mosques in Syria and the Islamic world, the 11th Muslim Clergymen Forum was held in al-Assad Library in Damascus under the title The Role of Scientists in Drying Up the Roots of Extremism. Several issues were tackled in the forum, which was held in cooperation with the Minister of Awqaf, the Islamic Cultural Chancellery of the Republic of Iran, the Union of Levant Scholars, and Mustafa International University. The issues tackled in the forum concentrated on the impact of takfirism, religious dialogue, and the role of the Zionist movement in spreading religious extremism, in addition to the role of scientists in facing it. Participants touched upon the idioms used in media and the call for love and dialogue. They discussed the importance of the role of scientists in countering extremism and the importance of the definition of Islam. The forum lasts for 2 days. With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Serena, but after a short break.